I do like to shave my head every couple years just to remind people that I'm gay. I feel like it gets the point across pretty well. One of the issues though is it grows back in like various shades of douchebag men. You know, cryptocurrency bros, hit on your girlfriend bros, just all of that. And right now it's in a shade of men speak to me in public. And I don't like that either, I think. I don't know if how I feel about that. Like the other day I was at a bar and a strange man high-fived me. And all I kept thinking was, that's right, I was like, this would not have happened before. I need to go back to being terrifying. Go back to the scary. Actually, I'm non-binary, and as a non-binary person, did you guys know we get issued one of 3 haircuts? Way out of parameters right now. Just so out of parameters. And actually, speaking of hair, I'm a fat person, as you might know from all of this. I do find it's easier to be fat if your hair is weird. I used to explain this joke, but you guys know it's true. You 100% know. You know, it's really weird being a bigger person because when I was growing up, I was like very skinny. I was like very inappropriate jokes in the 90s skinny. And I had bad self-esteem in middle school, so I always thought I was going to grow up and be a butterface. But I'm fat, like I mentioned before, so I grew up and I'm a butter body. And by that I mean I have butter all over my body. It's very greasy up here, I'm so sorry. Sorry about the microphone for the rest of the show, I've ruined it. You know, being a big person is really interesting because I work at a job, it's a lovely job, I work in a building, and someone actually complained that my big body was too loud while it cleaned. Which is the weirdest way that anyone's ever called me fat. I was like, that was a long walk to get to that point. You could have just said it. Like, we didn't need to complain. In addition to the many other things I have to deal with, I have borderline personality disorder, which does mean a couple things. Some of you are scared of me right now, because stigma is real. The other thing is, an aspect of it is something called grandiosity. And grandiosity is when you aggressively believe in your own bullshit. Like, aggressively. I'm going to give you guys a couple of examples from my own life. During lockdown, I watched a documentary about one of the greatest art heists that's ever happened. It happened in 1990 in Boston, the Gardner Museum. And did you guys know that Rembrandt only had like 1 or 2 seascapes he ever painted? Only 1 or 2. One was stolen. This is all important. One of them was stolen in this heist. Vermeer has like 18 paintings. 18! And one of them was stolen in this heist. And I watched this documentary, and as the credits rolled, I'm just like wrapped, I'm into it, and I turned to my partner, and with every fiber of my being, I was like, I'm going to find those paintings. And I still mean it today if anybody's got any tips. I haven't found them yet. About a month and a half ago, I found a channel that plays American Ninja Warrior 24/7. You're welcome. You're welcome. And I watched it for like 4 days before I turned to my cat. I'm often turning to things that are next to me that are alive and telling them things. But I turned to my cat and I was like, Charlie, buddy, I'm gonna be the next American Ninja Warrior! I can do this, I just have to lose like 100 pounds and like work out every day and suddenly not be diseased. Like, I can do this. We got it. There is something I'm missing in my life. It's hard to explain. I'm looking for a felony. You guys, if you know any that I can commit, it's a lot harder to do when you're white. Much harder, actually. I've actually committed a lot, it's never been caught. But the reason why I'm seeking this is that I have a very large neck tattoo, and I feel like the two go together. Like, I just feel like they're friends with each other, I don't know. Do we have anxiety in here? Yeah. Do we have anxiety? Did you have have anxiety so bad in the 5th grade, you used to punch yourself in the face, so you'd go to the nurse so your bullies wouldn't hassle you? Yeah, it turns out that's a singular fucking experience. And you know what, for once with mental health stuff, I'm special. There's been so many times in my life where I was like, I'm the only one who's ever felt this way for sure. And everybody else is like, Katie, everybody feels that way. Like when I was living in California, I had a roommate and I explained to them how much I didn't like incest. And she was like, Katie, nobody likes incest. That's not a special idea. Like that's not, you're not alone in that. So one of the things I have to deal with, one of my biggest disabilities, I have MS. I've had it since I was 19, I'm 41 now. And it has been quite the journey. And there's been a symptom I've had to deal with pretty much the whole time I've had it. And the symptom I'm going to describe it to you first and then tell you what it's called because it's ridiculous. That's why I just joke about it. But no, can you imagine like if giants were real, let's pretend for a second, and they could like just squeeze your ribcage like real tight, like just real, doesn't that sound like the worst day? Doesn't that sound like you're all stone quiet because that sounds uncomfortable? Do you know what that symptom is called? An MS hug. Can you imagine if we were reductive with other diseases this way? Like you go to the doctor and you're like, hey doctor, my dick hurts. It's all right, bud. He's got a little chlamydia hug. It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be cool. You're just, you're gonna get a little chlamydia kiss in a little bit. It's gonna be fine. Like you're gonna be great. A couple of years ago, I did do something I decided, I did it for the earth. I like to say I got my tubes tied. Thank you. You've heard me talk long enough to know why that was a good idea. When I bring it up, I do like to say that I got fixed, right? It feels more appropriate. I'm very poor. I had to go to a veterinarian. Been telling this joke for a while. My friend, until about 2 months ago, really thought I went to a veterinarian. That's how good I am at selling. Oh gosh. I may only have time for one of these, so do you guys want to hear about my butthole? Or do you want to hear about peeing? Alright, cool, butthole it is! So, when we went into lockdown, I was dating somebody and I learned during lockdown that apparently I have a broken asshole. I have a broken asshole. It's kind of like, have you ever lost a twist tie for your bag of bread? And you try to twist it and fold it under? Yeah. That's my butthole. And so in lockdown, I learned apparently my broken butthole makes my farts sound like ducks quacking. And every shade of duck, like every emotional range, like happy ducks, sad ducks, it's just all the things. And also, when I was going through lockdown, I was like, all right, I really just need to find someone who's kinky enough to just like blow in it like a Nintendo cartridge. See if that might solve my problems. I've been Katie Zane. Thank you guys so much.